What's up with your family? It's your boy, the one and only Brenda's baby, Remiel, my at. You are now tuned in to my at TV. Most of y'all know the routine, but if you don't, remember to hit that like button as you come into the building. But most importantly, share this video because it's all about the message. And you definitely want to share this video because it's another fact check, but I'm not the one fact checking. I'm not the one doing the fact checking. One of the men that young Pharaoh was accusing, Brother Ben, I think he's Farrakhan's son. He accused Brother Ben and Rizza Islam of certain things and harassment, and I'll let y'all listen to it, but you definitely want to share this one because he's being fact checked. Brother Ben actually comes with the documents. He actually has receipts. So share this video because we're going to let the world know how big of a liar he is. If you're new to the channel, it's your first time stopping by, rocking with your boy, do me a favor. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button, but do yourself a favor and hit that notification bell to make sure it's on all so you can be alerted and notified whenever I drop this heat. Like I said, family, this is another fact check. I'm not going to do too much talking. I'm going to let Brother Ben defend himself and give my commentary. So without further ado, we going to roll that beautiful bean footage. Oh, wait, what? He said that Rizza Islam and Brother Ben X slid in his DMs and threatened to kill his kids and his baby mom. Did he say the same thing about Rashad Jamal? And Rashad Jamal was talking about being in war in general. He wasn't talking about young Pharaoh kids in specifically. He was talking about in general. I mean, it's still wrong to say you're gonna kill somebody's kids. I was brought up, no matter how mad I am at somebody, I would never take it out on their children. Children ain't got nothing to do with it, but that's besides the point. He wasn't directly talking to young Pharaoh, and now he's lying on Ben X saying the same thing. I never knew he said that. I didn't watch the part about Ben X and Brother Rizza Islam because I knew it was all full of shit.
The Quran teaches us to hear truth.
Oh wait, before we start, I want to apologize to Real Tune TV. Even though you still put those videos out irresponsibly with young Pharaoh lying, creating narratives and giving himself fake credentials, you put this out to combat all his lies. So I owe Real Tune TV an apology.
That falsehood until we knock out his brains. We're also taught when truth comes, falsehood vanishes, and it's forever a vanishing thing.
I do want to say this just for discount purposes. I'm not anti-government, not a black extremist. I'm anti-corruption, right? Now,
you are a black extremist.
As the leader of the black community and as a military level general.
What?
You better be careful there, little buddy. See, this is the bullshit right here. He should have stopped him right there. You're calling yourself the leader of the black community and a military level general. What, nigga? This nigga ain't even... When have you had any military training? Who voted this nigga as the leader of the black community? Well, I missed him. I missed that memo.
I throw nothing on no dirt on no man. I will say this about Rizza Islam as far as what is wrong with him. The reason I even know who Rizza Islam is, right, is because he slid in my son's mom's DMs and said he would kill my kids. I never knew who that man even was. That's what made me get on it.
Wait.
Rizza Islam is, right, is because he slid in my son's mom's DMs and said he would kill my kids. I never knew who that man even was.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Okay, that's way out of Brother Rizza Islam character. I do remember Brother Islam telling young Pharaoh, let's go meet in the ring. A man that wants to meet you in the ring isn't going to want to fight your kid, want to do anything to your kids. I'm just saying. In this comment right here saying, as a person who studied body language, physiology, and lie detecting, he's basically saying young Pharaoh is a liar. He's saying he keeps looking up to the left. You can read it down yourself. This guy is missing words in his sentence. I don't want to come at him or nothing, but he should have proofread this. But this guy in this comment at the bottom says he studied this body language and physiology and lie detecting, and he can clearly tell that young Pharaoh is lying.
Get on it. So why he slid in her DMs and said that, I have no clue. I guess the Nation of Islam has a problem with becoming black speakers in the community, and they feel like they got to be the only ones who the conscious people. So I guess they tried to bully me.
The fuck is he talking about?
No, that's you. That's this nigga. He think he the only one that's conscious. He think he's the only one that knows stuff. It's deeper than what he teaches or what he regurgitates. And he acts like he's the only person who knows the things he knows, even though the information's been out for, I can't even put a number on it, a very long time. How long has Bobby Hemmett been out? How long has Professor Phil Valentine been out? How long has Sonetta and them been out? I mean, come on, the list goes on.
Suppress me. So I just want to let you know why I have a problem with him before I answer the rest of that question.
Right.
He slid in my son's, so you don't think I'm just attacking a random man being a hater.
Right.
This would even make me do my research on him. He slid in my son's mom's DM and basically was like, him and Ben X. And was like, they were Brother Ben. Yeah, Brother Ben. This how I know who they is.
Now, of course, I've never said anything like that before. This story
He's about to
about
come with the
myself,
receipts.
Brother Rizza doing this is a made-up lie, complete lie. But he's told this lie on multiple platforms. Now, usually on the internet, it's usually one person's word against the other word, and you choose to believe what you want to believe. But in this situation, that's not what this is.
Brother Ben came out swinging.
Provide documentation, receipts, and videos of him speaking himself.
Damn.
At the end of the day, documentation always beats conversation.
And was like, they Brother Ben. Yeah, Brother Ben. This how I know who they is.
Now, in this first video, you see him say that he didn't know who Brother Rizza was, nor did he know who I was. That's the first lie.
Wait a minute.
If you look at the screen right now, I have on the screen a screenshot from young Pharaoh. He actually inboxed me on Twitter trying to debate. Back at that time, they was doing a lot of...
Yep, and that young Pharaoh was doing that a lot. He was going around challenging everybody to a debate. He wanted to be the debate king. He wanted to be the best in debating, which is understandable. But you don't sit here and lie on people when you were reaching out to them and then make it seem like they were reaching out threatening you. You see how he always victimizes himself?
Conscious community stuff, going off on different people and doing debates, and that's how they was making, some money. He approached me on a financial tip saying, hey, this would be financially lucrative for you as well, whatever the case may be. But as you see, he's the one who reached out to me.
Wow.
I didn't reach out to him. So he did, in fact.
This is proof that this man is a compulsive liar. He just said that he did not know who Brother Ben was. And he found out who Brother Ben was because Brother Ben and Rizza Islam threatened his son's mother. But here you see a message of young Pharaoh reaching out directly to Brother Ben. You better be careful there, little buddy. Your slip is showing. You got to go.
And indeed, knew exactly who I was because he wanted to debate or have a discussion about
he wanted to make money off of him.
Charge for it, make money for it. I declined. Now let me bring clarity. When I said that I agreed with what he talked about with that type of Islam, I was talking about the Arabs. A lot of the stuff he was exposing about the Arabs, that's a culture. That's not our culture. A lot of stuff they do and how they think is not our way. Now, I want you to pay attention to the date.
and I think I said this before too. If I didn't, I'm saying it now. The Islam that, and Brother Ben is correct. It is the culture that he goes after and says he shut down the religion. He's going after the Arab version of it. He's not talking about the black people version. If that makes any sense to y'all.
On the left-hand side,
Arabs don't
March
even believe
9th. That's
black
very
Muslims or
important, which
genuine
I'm going to
Muslims.
talk about a little later.
Most
Let's
of
read
them.
it. Remember that time Ben X agreed with me on how Islam was false? Yeah, me too, because it was just damn near 2 weeks ago. Niggas out here saying one thing behind closed doors and another thing to the public. Let it be known that I'm not going after the NOI, but never will I let a sucker nigga try play me like a sucker. With that being said, I love y'all. Well, the reason he made this post is because I went in response to what he was saying about the Nation of Islam, and he made this post to try to make people think that I agree with him in the, behind closed doors, but was disagreeing in the public. Remember, this is March 9th. This is before we even had our talk. This is before we even had our conflict resolution. Remember, he told everybody, I didn't know these guys until then, until we got on this call, until they sent this DM. I'm gonna wrap all this in a bow tie by the end of this.
So I called him on the phone, and I said, yo, it was me, him, and Ben. I put him in a group message. Now, I don't have the Instagram page anymore, or else I'll be able to show you.
Now here's the second lie.
Wait a minute.
He said he put us in a group message on Instagram. That's not true. We had our conversations on something called Google Hangouts. At that time, people communicated through Google Hangouts.
See, that's the problem when you do shit over the internet. I keep trying to tell these niggas, when you're doing shit over the internet, it's always there. Make sure you remember what the fuck you said and what you did. Because if you say one thing and you did another, it's going to be out there. Somebody is going to have the evidence to prove that you're a liar.
Message.
And we had a phone conversation, and we conversated shortly through email. It wasn't even Instagram DM, so why he's lying about that, I don't know. But it was actually Google Hangout, and as you can see on my screen right now, here is the group chat. Here's the group chat with myself, Brother Rizza, Brother Willie, and also Young Pharaoh. Also check the date. I want to show you guys the dates because this is very important.
March 12, 2018.
I want to show you guys the date is because we had this call on March the 14th.
March 14th.
Where he said he never talked to us before, around that time, right? Well, if you look at the events that's happening before that date, it would actually show and prove to you that he indeed was the aggressor. He indeed was the one who started it, and we was only responding in defense of what he was saying about the Nation of Islam and the minister. We didn't randomly go attack.
And I said the same thing. I've said this. I know I said this. Young Pharaoh started that. He started going at Islam, saying F Farrakhan and F Muhammad, and disrespecting the whole entire religion. You think you're going to disrespect a religion and nobody's going to respond? And then after they respond, he made himself the victim. As if they started with him and was bothering him. That's the way he's making the scene right now.
Ask somebody because they're talking about Islam. It makes no sense. Now, for those of you all who want to play angel's advocate and say, well, Brother Ben, there's no proof that you didn't DM them. Here's the first thing before I get to the proof that it wasn't us that did it. Why would someone screenshot that I agree with some of the things he said about Islam culture when it comes to the Arabs, but you wouldn't screenshot me DMing your baby mother about killing them?
Message.
This I got on it.
Boom. That makes a whole lot of sense. And I always say, when Young Pharaoh got proof of something, he's going to show it. You screenshot it. He felt that him agreeing with his rhetoric and his shit that he's saying about Islam was more important than screenshotting these men threatening to kill your kids and your baby mom? What sense does that make? But in young Pharaoh case, you know, he's a narcissist. So, you know, it could have went both ways.
If it wasn't for them doing that, we would have never had a conversation.
Y'all just think about that. He screenshotted and posted. Hold on, let's look at the date. Let's look at the date now. He screenshotted and posted on March the 9th, a couple days before we actually did our live stream. Very important to remember these dates. Now, he screenshotted and posted me so-called agreeing with him about Islam, but you don't have no screenshots of me or Rizza saying that we are going to kill your baby mother when that's supposedly the only reason we on the line or on the jack?
Message.
Rizza Islam and Ben X felt the need to slide in my son mom DMs and say they would kill her and my son. They threatened my son mom. Now, don't ask me why they did that. Because up until that point, I had...
Don't ask you why you did that, why they did that. See, that's how you know the nigga was lying right there. You ain't got a reason for why they did it. And you try to cover your tracks by telling them, don't ask me why they did it. No, nigga, I'm gonna ask you, why would they do something like that?
Never had an infraction with the NOI. Right. He slid in my son's, so you don't think I'm just attacking a random man being a hater. Right. This would even make me do my research on him. He slid in my son's mom's DM and basically was like, him and Ben X. And was like, hey, Brother Ben. Yeah, Brother Ben. This how I know who they is.
Here's a video of himself mentioning someone DMing his baby mother, and it wasn't me or Brother Rizza.
Wait a minute.
Oh, shit.
We can't control what other people do.
Oh, shit, this nigga got video? So, what happened was somebody from the Nation of Islam DM'd him and he put it on Rizza and Ben X because it would get more traction. If you just say some random dude from the NOI, it was in your inbox, it's not gonna get that much traction. But if you say Brother Ben and Rizza did it, it's gonna get you views. Just like with the whole drug thing, he's claiming Lil Durk and Rick Ross drugged him because it gets the most views.
Dude may be in love with the Nation of Islam or love the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, and at that time, honestly, the conscious community was full of drama. They wanted to see the back and forth. They would create fake profiles and make comments to make people go back and forth. Everybody know that about the conscious community around that time, 2018.
He ain't lying.
But the point I'm making here is that in this video, you can obviously see that he's not talking about me or Brother Rizza inboxing his baby mom. It's another person. In fact, in this same video, he's going to tell his people to leave me alone and stay off my page. Now, why would you do that to someone who just threatened your baby mom?
Facts.
Alright, so we gotta get this way out. We gotta get this out the way real quick. Alright, so you see my last post and you know what it was about. If you didn't see it, then too bad. And so I'm gonna delete my last post in honor of me in the discussion that me and Ben just had. Alright, privately. And so with that being said, he gonna talk to his side of the world, and I'm gonna talk to mine. If you fuck with me, you follow me, do me a favor, stay off that man page. And I don't know if you are or you're not, I'm just putting it out there. Stay off that man page, don't DM that man. Any videos that I posted regarding Nation of Islam, whether you agree with them or not, keep that shit over here, keep that shit to yourself, do not DM that man. And he gonna talk to his kin. Cause I don't care what any Muslim or affiliate of Nation of Islam feels about me. I don't need nobody writing my baby mother or nothing, making no threats, cause I'm not playing no games with nobody. And so that being said, he's gonna talk to his kin and handle that. I'm gonna talk to my kin and handle that.
You notice what the Instagram says? Pharaoh Allah. I'm gonna repeat that. Look at the top of your screen. That Instagram says Pharaoh Allah. You better be careful there, little buddy. Your slip is showing. You got to go. Who mans is this? Who mans is this?
situation and gotta get out of it. And so with that being said, I delete my last post and we gonna handle this shit like gentlemen. Peace. So I call.
That's where I'm gonna stop it at right there. We're gonna do a part 2. Definitely got a part 2 coming. Actually, I'm gonna film that right now, but this shit is crazy. I've been telling people for a long time that this man is a compulsive liar, and you can tell when he's lying. You can really tell when this man is lying. He's going on a campaign accusing people, changing narratives, the stories, giving himself a whole new resume and credentials, trying to appeal to a new audience. That's what it is. He's attention seeking, and he's dying. He's dwelling. He's dwelling. He went from a mansion to a studio apartment. That's life. But that's just my humble opinion on this situation. Definitely let me know how you feel about it in the comment section. Look out for that part 2. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to subscribe. But most importantly, don't forget to hit that notification bell and make sure it's on all so you can be alerted and notified whenever I drop this heat. It's your boy, the one and only, Brenda's baby, Remy L, my aunt. You were just tuned in to my aunt TV. I see y'all when I see y'all. Until then, you better be careful there, little buddy.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
I do cocaine. Don't tell nobody.